Good morning, students. We spoke about igneous rocks yesterday in the Zoom class, and today I'm going to start with the sedimentary rocks. Now, these sedimentary rocks are rocks which are also known as secondary rocks or stratified rocks, because secondary rocks means they are being formed after the major rock of igneous rock. So any rock which gets broken down, any rock which gets broken down into smaller pieces, then forms a sedimentary rock. That is why we call it as a secondary rock. And we call it as stratified because they are basically made up of layers, and layer is also called as a strata. Therefore, stratified rocks. So what happens is, when any rock, either it be an igneous rock or a sedimentary rock or a metamorphic rock, gets broken down into smaller fragments because of weathering, these smaller fragments are these are called as sediments, and these are carried by rivers or wind and deposited in the low-lying areas like seas or lakes. So layer upon layer, these sediments get deposited, and over thousands of years they get compacted and consolidated to form rocks, and we call them as sedimentary rocks. Now, what actually happens is, if you ever try it at home, try this out. Take 2 cubes of ice and hold them together in your hand for a few minutes. When you'll open your hand, you will find that these 2 ice cubes have stuck to each other. Similarly, when the layers of sediments are put on one on top of the other and a lot of pressure is put over it, over the overlying layers and the water, these layers get stuck to each other, and then a rock is formed which is called as sedimentary rock. So that compaction and consolidation, because of the pressure, they become a rock. Now this entire thing happens with a process called as lithification. In lithification, there is compaction and consolidation, plus there is one more term which is called as cementation. What happens is, a lot of lime and calcium compounds are found in the water, and when these layers, they lie one on top of the other, the lime compounds and the calcium compounds, they act like a gum, like Fevicol, and they paste these layers together, and that process is called as cementation. So when compaction and cementation occur together to form a rock called as sedimentary rock, this combined process is called as lithification. So compaction is pressure exerted by the overlying rocks, and cementation is loose material is bound by cementing material. It acts like a cement, it acts like a Fevicol. Like when you make a wall, between the bricks you put cement and it sticks the bricks together, it pastes the bricks together. Similarly, these materials, they, like lime or calcium compounds, they act like cementing material in these layers and makes them into a rock, and that resulting rock is called as sedimentary rock. Now these rocks are not very hard, they are soft and they are porous, and they are of three types. The sedimentary rocks are made up of three types in three methods: mechanically, organically, and chemically. Now, what is a mechanical sedimentary rock? Mechanical sedimentary rock is when the sediments are made by breaking up of rocks due to pressure and temperature. No change in their chemical composition, no chemical is being applied, and they are laid by rivers, then we call them as alluvial. If they are laid by glaciers, we call them as moraines, and if they are deposited by wind, then we call them as layers. So these kind of rocks are called as mechanically formed sedimentary rock. The next type is organically formed sedimentary rock. Now when the animals die, especially in the water bodies, then what happens is, the remains of these animals, like bones, teeth, or the skeletons of these animals, they make certain kind of rocks, and these rocks are called as organically formed rock. Sometimes these animals, they rot, and when they rot, then they turn into fossil fuels. For example, the trees rot and form coal, animals rot and form petroleum, And microorganisms, when they rot, when they decompose, then they form natural gas. So coal is formed by the decomposition of forest, petroleum is formed by the decomposition of animals, and natural gas is formed by the decomposition of microorganisms. And these remains of plants and animals, if they leave behind any kind of mark which we can study, footprints, the skeleton, or the shape of a petal, the shape of tooth, then that is called as a fossil. And these rocks, fossils, are found in these rocks, and we study them and we get to know the animals and plants of the past years, of the ancient times. The third type of rock which gets formed by these are chemically formed rocks. So what happens is, when a lot of water is present in any kind of solute, the water evaporates, leaving behind a solid material, then that type of rock is called as chemically formed rock. So there are two types of rock which are example, rock salt and gypsum, which are formed chemically, and they are called as chemically formed rocks. Now what are the characteristics of the sedimentary rocks? They are formed through consolidation of sediments. They are commonly found in water bodies. They are found in layers. There are fossils which are found in these layers, and these rocks allow passage of water. That is, they are porous in nature. Example, have you heard about Red Fort? What is Red Fort made up of? Sandstone. And this sandstone is nothing but an example of a sedimentary rock. Then limestone. So these are the examples of sedimentary rocks, and you've heard about these rocks. You have seen them at various occasions, like you've seen sandstone, or at least you've seen the photographs of sandstone if you've not been able to visit the Red Fort. Then limestone is from which we make cement, or chalk as we call them. Chalk is also a kind of limestone. So these are the examples of sedimentary rocks, and they are found in stratas or in layers. Then clay. Have you heard about clay? Multani mitti. Have you heard about it? Even Multani mitti or clay is a kind of sedimentary rock. It is very porous. It is very soft. You soak it in water. It absorbs water and becomes semi-liquid. So this is another example of a sedimentary rock. Just watch the video and see if you are able to understand. And in the next one, I will upload the metamorphic rocks. Alright. Bye-bye for now.